Hey everybody, welcome to Periscope today. We're gonna be started here in just a minute or two. Oh, I've already got hearts coming. Thanks you guys. Oh man, I'm excited. We got a ton of you guys on here. What's up? Oh, I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong again. Goppy, Whoopi, Guppy. What's up, Guppy? What up, Kevin Paul Waterman? Jason O'Neill, how's it going, man? Still crushing it? You're probably doing a webinar right now and you're not even on it. That's how awesome you are. All right, you guys. How is everyone doing today? Dr. Woolner's on today. I got him periscoping now. DC's in the house. Awesome, guys. Cool. I got something very important to talk to you guys about today. It should be good. In fact, actually, this is kind of cool. Hey, Sean, how's it going, man? So check this out. I'm writing a blog post about Periscope, showing people how to get on Periscope. So our little group here is going to start growing and growing and growing. We're getting, hey, Thomas. Hello from the UK. Hello from Terry from Taiwan. Very, very cool. Anyway, my goal right now, we're at 32 people right now. We'll probably get to 50 today. Oh, sweet. You got DCS Labs in the mail today. Good stuff in there. You're going to love it. Hello from sunny Arizona. Anyway, my goal is in a month from now, I want 1,000 on this thing every single time. And then from there, we're going to go to 5,000 and 10,000, and we're going to start blowing this thing up. But I need your guys' help. So if you want to hear something cool today, flip the little thing to your side and share this with your following and get those guys coming. You can flip it to your side and share it, I believe, and let your people know because we got some cool stuff to cover today. And I love the hearts. Keep them coming. It makes me feel good about myself. Without those... All right, so I got some backstory today. I went to this Mongolian place today with John on my team. We're having lunch. We're just talking and telling stories. And I told him a story, and I was like, you know what? I need to share this on Periscope today because it's important for everyone, for you, for me, for everyone. Mary says, Russell, why do you Periscope now and not later in the day? Do you want to get me fired? Quick, go to the bathroom. Sorry, normally later today, I just got excited. I got excited, you guys. It's so much fun hanging out with you guys. All right, so this is the deal. So we're eating lunch and we're talking about some stuff, and I told him this story. So I was in what grade was I in? I would have been ninth grade. So ninth grade, I started my wrestling. I started wrestling at high school, and I was actually at the junior high, and I have to walk across every day to go and go to the wrestling practice. And so I was doing that, and I met this guy. His name's Adam. I won't say his last name because I don't want to give him trouble. Hey Curtis, how's it going, man? So I met this guy named Adam, and he's a cool guy. He was a good wrestler, I thought. And so we start working out together. We're lifting together and all this stuff. And one day we're out running around the track. And I remember we're running and we're going, and he starts we look around like no one else was around. He says, "Hey man, let's just slow down. We can just slow down." So nobody else is here. So I'm like, okay, this guy's good. He's going slow. I might as well go slow. So we'd walk a little bit, then we'd run, and then we ended up I think it was supposed to be 10 laps, and because everyone's gone, we only did 8, and then we cut across the thing coming back home, and I was like, man. This guy Adam is awesome. He's making my life so much easier. We're taking shortcuts. We're goofing off. We're having a good time. I don't have to work that hard. I was talking. I was having fun. I'm like, man, this is the life. To be amazing, just be able to take shortcuts all the time, right? And so that was kind of happening during the weekend. And that weekend, we had a wrestling tournament. So we go to the wrestling tournament. And I was brand new. Never been to a wrestling tournament before. I was scared. I was nervous. Put on my singlet. I go out there. I'm just nervous. Put on my headgear. How many of you guys have ever worn headgear before? If you haven't worn headgear, come on now. You can't be that cool, right? Just kidding. No, headgear's awesome. I had my big old headgear on. People call me earmuffs. I had my headgear on. I'm out there wrestling. And then I look over and I see Adam. And so Adam's out there wrestling. And again, Adam's this guy who I thought in my head was just this amazing wrestler, right? He's like a junior in high school. I think he could grow a mustache, which I still can't do. So that was a big deal for me. I'm like, this guy's got to be a ninja, basically. So I'm watching Adam out there wrestling. He gets out there. And the first match, he gets beat, not by a little bit. He gets destroyed, right? Then he gets out the second match, and he gets beat on like a little girl again. And I saw him 2 or 3 matches in a row just getting beat up. And I remember in my head having this thought, and this is a very conscious thought, and it changed the direction of my life from that point forward. The thought in my head was, don't take shortcuts. Adam took a shortcut, and now he's getting his butt kicked by people who aren't that good. And I was following him because I thought he was good. And I realized right at that point, do not take shortcuts. And from that point forward in my life, every single time I would run with wrestling, I would run, and let's say I was running like a 10-mile thing. We'd be running, and every time there was like a corner, everybody would like run over the grass and kind of cut the corner, right? That's just what people do. They'd cut the corner. And I never, ever, ever took shortcuts again. I'd run all the way to the end, turn, and then run the 90-degree angle. I would never take even a foot shortcut over grass because in my head, I knew that taking a shortcut, I would lose. Mary said about Photoshop shortcuts. So there's times in life you can use shortcuts, but not when you're growing, not when you're building, not when you're trying to be successful. And so that was kind of my thought for today is you've got to... you can't take shortcuts. You got to work your butt off. I was listening to, actually I was with Chad, who I see is on here. We went to, yeah, ClickFunnels is a shortcut. All right, you can use ClickFunnels. The only shortcut you're allowed to use. Anyway, I was with Chad at the water park. Our family's on the water park this weekend. And he was telling me about this Gary Vaynerchuk video, and I went and found it, and it was really cool. Gary talking about how, like, he said the reason why he was at where he was at was not because he got lucky or because whatever, it's because he worked harder than you, flat out. Like, I worked harder than you. That's why I'm here, and you're not yet. Like, that's what he was saying. And I started thinking like how true that is for me. Like like 2 weeks ago, we had our ClickFunnels certification program out here. We had 100 people here in Boise, and how many of you guys were there? I know a bunch of you guys were there. And it was a 5-day, yeah, Brush for Life knows. It was a 5-day event. And on the 4th day, I taught people how to get stuff done. We had an all-night hackathon. Basically, I said, hey, in fact, I gave everyone, I'll show you guys, I gave everybody. This is my magic formula. We don't sell this yet, but someday we might. It's this little pack called Ignite. And I said, this is how it works in life. You take this pack of Ignite and you don't fall asleep. Actually, let me give you some backstory. So, and it's funny because like 4 or 5 people didn't show up to the hackathon, and almost all of them complained about the event. The ones who wussed out were the ones who complained. The ones who took shortcuts were getting beat up by the little girls, and they were the ones complaining, right? So anyway, I learned this concept initially from Gary Halbert. I might have shared it with you guys before, but he had this concept he called letter gold, and he said that basically. He said that in the Mexican Mafia, I think I shared this before with you guys. I'm sharing it again because it's important. He said in the Mexican Mafia, they need to get something done, right? So they go to Parliament and they're like, hey, you need to change the law. And the guys are like, no, we're not changing the law. That's a stupid idea. And they're like, okay, well, so anyway, we need to change the law. So that night they break into the people's homes and they come up to them and they wake them up from their bed and they have a gun in one hand and a bag of gold in the other hand and say, you've got 2 choices right now, lead or gold. Either change the law or you die. That's it. And when your choices are lead or gold, somehow, amazingly, you get stuff done, right? And so that was kind of the lesson there with this was basically like, hey, you guys, we're not taking shortcuts. You are not going to bed till your funnel is done. And so I gave him a pack of Ignite to give him some energy. And we had most of the group didn't go to bed. They stayed all night long, and they got their projects done. It was amazing. They didn't take a shortcut. They worked their faces off until it was done. And that was kind of a big lesson for those who were there. Was it fun for those of you guys who were there? Was that awesome? So anyway, it's a big key. If you want to be successful, you just got to work harder than everybody else. Brush for Life did it without Ignite. Congratulations. That takes a lot. Thomas Bowman said he's going to do it again. Yeah, Mark said the Ignite made his face tingle. Yeah, this stuff's amazing because you take it, and 5 minutes later your face and your ears start tingling, and then you're on. And then you're good for the next, 12 hours. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's important, you guys. I just want to share with you guys today because it was on my thought today. I thought it was important for me to remember and for you guys to remember that we don't take shortcuts. You just work hard, work hard, work hard. And if you do that and you're serving people and you're helping people and you're trying to change their lives, amazing things will happen. It's true. All right, so when I began this Periscope, is that what you call them? When I started this Periscope, I showed you guys this picture right here. Who here knows who that guy is right there? This is a pop quiz. This is a history class. Who is this man right here? And why do I have him on my wall? Boom. Bob got it right. This is Sir Winston Churchill. Looks like Al Capone, but it's not. It's Winston Churchill. So I have him on my wall because he inspires me. And I have a quote from him over here that's my favorite quote. Let me read it to you guys. It says, I have nothing to offer but I'm starting over. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. What is our aim? I can answer in one word: victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of terror. Victory however long and hard the road may be. One of my favorite quotes of all time, and it goes into what we're talking about. That's it, you guys. It's not taking shortcuts. It's, it's victory at all costs. No, however long and hard the road may be, you've got to work your butt off if you want to get what you want. Okay? And if you want to help people and serve people and in return get your life changed, it's all about that. So that's my message for today. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I hope you had fun. I got some cool stuff happening this week. I'm really, really excited. So cool stuff happening from the ClickFunnels side, cool stuff happening from the .com Secret side. So just keep an eye out. I'll keep doing these messages, one of these each day this week, and I'll just keep sharing some awesome stuff. And if you have any requests for some awesome stuff, come over to the blog, and I need some feedback. I just launched the blog right now, so some cool stuff there. But come and leave comments. I'm actually going to be looking at all those comments. So come and all the Periscopes we've done so far are archived over there. Some cool articles, all the marketing your cars from the beginning of time are all there. So come over and leave a comment, and I'll see it. And if you have any suggestions or things you want me to talk about this week coming up, let me know. All you do is go to, where is it? Blog. You see it right there? blog.comsecrets.com. And just comment on any of them. I'll see them all, and I'm really excited because I don't have any commenters yet. So for me, it's like brand new. I'm excited. In the future, when we build up the blog and we get a bunch of stuff, people are gonna, we'll get tons of comments. But for now, no one's there. So come hang out. Let me know what you think. It'll be awesome. And Bob said he loves your podcast. Binge watch this weekend. Awesome. Very, very cool. And Curtis, I'm sorry, we don't sell these yet. I have a whole bunch of them in the warehouse, and we're gonna sell them someday, but we haven't yet. So only way to get them now is coming to our events. Which our next event, for those who are in Ignite or Inner Circle, is September, the end of September. We've got our Inner Circle groups. One is on September 28th and 29th, and one's on October 2nd and 3rd. And then we have our Ignite workshop. We have our Ignite workshop happening September 30th and 31st. Who here wants to know the title of the Ignite workshop? It's going to be awesome. In fact, here's the schedule right here. That's how I run my life. So we've got Mastermind, Inner Circle Mastermind, Ignite Workshop, Inner Circle Mastermind. So for the Inner Circle, for the Ignite Workshop, Jason's coming this time. He missed the last meeting. He's coming this time. So for the Ignite Workshop, the theme we're calling it is Funnel Catcher. So anybody here seen the movie Foxcatcher? Marketing or skateboard podcast. So Foxcatcher was a movie with my wrestling coach when I wrestled at BYU, Mark Schultz, and a sad movie. And anyway, but one of my close friends and someone I respect, the story about his life, so I watched it, and it was good. And the other day I had this guy named Nick, who's a jiu-jitsu guy, he came over to my wrestling room Saturday morning at 7:30 in the morning. We did jiu-jitsu, and he choked me out like 50 times. We had a good time. But when he came in, he looked around, he's like, whoa, he's like, this is like Foxcatcher. You should call this Funnel Catcher. And I was like, that's awesome. So we're calling the event Funnel Catcher, and I'm talking about all the stuff you got to do to catch people and pull them into your funnel. So we're talking traffic, we're talking pre-frame funnels, we're talking a whole bunch of stuff that I've never shared before, and it's going to be fun. So if you are not in Ignite or Inner Circle, you've only got like 3 weeks. I know some of you guys have been talking to our coaches, and you're thinking about it, and you're sitting on the fence, but it's coming. And so if you miss it, you're going to miss it. So it's time. It's time to stop sitting on the fence. Quit taking shortcuts. Time to come and hang out with us. If you're interested in coming to the Funnel Catcher Workshop or the Mastermind or both, all you do is go to .comsecretsignite.com and apply there. And we are actually almost completely booked, I know, from both the Mastermind standpoint and also the workshop. And so there's not many spots left, but a couple of you guys can slip in. If you're interested, you just got to go to .comsecretsignite.com. That's also where you can find out how to win the $25,000 prize. It's right there. Can you see it? .comsecretsignite.com. All right, that's it for today, you guys. I'm out of here. I got some work to do. Thank you for telling my blog. It's awesome. I'm very proud of it. It's my first time blogging. I'm a blogger. It's so great. All right, guys, have an awesome night. Have some fun. Go and do something. Don't take any shortcuts. Work hard, and I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.